Great morning, YouTube. What's good? It's Wake Up Wrap Up number 7, January 7th, 2021. And what a wrap up it will be. So, as you guys know, this is more of like a video journal, right? So, I definitely want to chronicle what's happening in my life in the world, just in general, with these. So, when I look back on them, um, it's kind of like, just a journal, just to look back on, you know. Crazy times, as I'm sure you all have seen. Just been thinking a lot, man. As African Americans, as Black people, America wasn't built for us. It wasn't. It wasn't built for us. It was built by us, but it wasn't built for us. And we're not even that far removed from the civil rights era. That's what people don't realize. We like 50 years out, 50, 60 years out. So to see all of that that's happening right now, people rushing the Capitol building with like no repercussions, is not surprising to me. It's disappointing, but it's not surprising. It's unfortunate. That's why it's important to vote. That's why it's important to stay prayed up, especially right now in these times. I just saw that Eric Thomas is doing a 21-day prayer call at 5 a.m. For those who don't know, he's an actual preacher. He has a church, APOC, A Place of Change Ministries. And I'll have to drop that in the description. But I think his sermons are more fire than his motivational stuff, to be honest with you. But yeah, you got to stay prayed up during these times, man. And that's why I rock with E, right? Because he put up a quick video, and he directed people to the prayer call. He said, hey, join us on the prayer call. We're not asking for nothing. We're not asking for tithes, offerings. Just show up on Zoom. People don't even have to know you're on. Just show up. And that's why I rock with E, man. He's a speaker, but he doesn't do a lot of talking. Isn't that crazy? He doesn't do a lot of this. I probably talk more than E. He's a speaker, but doesn't do a lot of talking. I remember a couple years ago when the shootings happened in Vegas, like the mass shootings. My man was up in the schools 5 a.m. the next morning, like 5, 6 a.m. unplanned, with the crew in Michigan, with the squad. And then he did the I forget what it was called, Success Series. I think the next day he said, love conquers all. You gonna take 50 lives? We about to go inspire 50 lives. He's a man of action. He's about that action. So that's something that I kind of look up to, and I want to make sure that I'm about. Not doing a lot of talking, a lot of action. And last year, it was a tumultuous year as a whole in the country. And I don't want to make this political or anything, but it's just a reality of what's going on. I'm going to keep it cute, because I don't want my channel, I don't want no flags and nothing like that. 45 still in office. I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? I'm just at the beginning of my YouTube journey. I don't want no kind of political flags. It ain't even that type of channel, but still I'm going to say what I got to say and leave it at that. But last year, when all the unrest was happening, we seen the racial injustices, what happened with George Floyd. I was emotional about it, right? But I thought, like, okay, how can I make it? What can I do as a person of color? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm half Black, half Indian. I'm a person of color in this country. I'm a Black man in this country. And I have children. What can I do? How can I help? And I thought, David, what's good, bro? Good morning. I thought, how about I use my gifts and talents to make an impact on my people? So that's one of the reasons I decided to start this channel, to be honest with you. Not exclusively for Black and brown designers, but especially for Black and brown designers, because Like I said, we're not that far removed from the civil rights era. Our people have been marginalized. Um, we continue to be uh, underrepresented in all areas, in all industries. Um, so, what can I do to make a change? So, that's one of the reasons I started this channel, because I'm a designer. I've had some success. So, I know there are a lot of other designers and aspiring designers out here. Um, so, I want to give them the blueprint of how they can have success, feed their families, be entrepreneurs, right? Don't have to work for anybody else. Don't have to depend on anybody else. Don't have to depend on the government. You know, I got people asking, like, y'all get the stimulus. I'm not worried about no stimulus. You know what I'm saying? And I want people, especially our people, to not be relying on that, you know, looking for a handout or looking forward to it. You know, I'm worried about no stimulus later for that. I want to, everything that I make, I want to earn. I don't want no free money. I don't. I mean, I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, but I ain't worried about it. I'm focused. I'm focused on building a legacy. Focused on making sure me as a person, I am educated. You know, I'm putting my family in position to win long term. Like, I'm trying to leave a legacy. I want to make sure I have the financial literacy, the business acumen, not only for me, but I want to be able to pass that down and share that with people in my network. So that's where I am right now. I'm like, look, everybody that comes into contact with me, if they look up to me, if they are part of my group, if they're subscribed to this channel, I want them to come away with something when they leave me. I want to make an impact, a positive impact, using my gifts and talents to not only just increase the quality of designs in the world and all of that. Like, that's cute. Like, we make things look cute. That's what we do. But for them and their families, and to be able to something as simple as knowing what to charge and charging what you're worth, right? That could be the difference between a 60 grand a year business and a 120 grand a year business. So what does that mean? That's more money for you and your family. That's more money to grow your business, give other people opportunity. That's more money to tithe, to give back to you, to your community. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that. Things like that. And I just see the need. I just continue to see the need. There's people out here that are phenomenal in design and solving problems with design, and they're struggling. And, you know, I got to be the guy. I want to be the guy to bring them along. That's all. So that's one of the things that I'm doing to try to make an impact on my people. So we're not reliant. We're not sitting around. You know, not to say we're all doing that, but we're not just sitting on social media getting caught up in the governmental things and politics and things of that nature. Not to say it's not important, but don't let it consume you. Go out here, build your business, leave a legacy, do what you got to do. We're not that far removed from the civil rights movement. Yes, it's racism. There are racist people out here. Who would have thought 45 being elected? I used to watch The Apprentice. I like that show. Who would have thought this guy, one, would have became president, and two, would have wreaked havoc on the United States like he's done and continues to do 13 days from being removed. It's crazy. It's crazy. So what, you gonna be a victim to all of that? Or you gonna go out here and get it? And that's something I think I could touch on too. Last year, as crazy as it was for a lot of people, you know, especially with COVID, and then just the racial injustice we continue to see, it was a lot of people's best year ever too. You know, I know a lot of people who made that first million last year. Not to diminish or make light of COVID or anything like that, but it wasn't all bad. And it's exciting to see this renaissance that's happening, this rebirth that's happening, especially in the Black community. A lot of people are getting it. They're becoming entrepreneurs. Not to say that everybody has to do that, but they're putting themselves in position to leave a legacy for their family. You know, even with Jamal King, if you're not familiar, goes by the 9 to 5 millionaire. He's putting a lot of people on game himself with the real estate, helping people build generational wealth with real estate. So it's a lot of great happening as well in the world. So I want to do my part. That's all. So what y'all up to? Great morning, David. He said living to make an impact. Live to encourage people using the tool they have to make the world a better place. That's it. And I just started a new devotion. It's crazy. Every time I mention this, I lose a couple subscribers. But I don't care. People like, no, this is not what I signed up for. I ain't come here to get ministered to. I pulled up YouTube. Hold up. It's about here, let me pull it up. It's about goals, right? And I think it's relevant for me right now, especially since I have these ambitious goals on YouTube. It says goals, God plus goals, how to set goals as a Christian. So, and that's something that I'm always thinking about. Like, at the end of the day, as a Christian man, one of my priorities is to bring others to Christ, especially in these last days, right? Especially. So how can I do that? Especially on YouTube and just in my craft, I'm always wondering, like, how can I tie the two together, right? And maybe this is it. Maybe these early morning wake up wrap ups is a piece of that. I don't know, but I'm just being obedient. I'm just trusting God, and He revealed this devotion to me, so maybe it can help me figure it out. So that's a good thing too. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited. I had a conversation with a friend of mine a couple days ago. He was like, man, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm just thinking about the rapture. I said, bruh, if it's coming, it's coming. Live out these days as if, let's say it is the last days. Don't go down fighting. Don't crawl up in the fetal position. Enjoy it. Bask in it. Go all in. Go all in. That's what I'm doing. Trust me. I had a sponsorship opportunity. Candidly, I pitched them something crazy. Because I have no fear at this point. I have no fear. I'm like, I'm coming for what's mine. What's the worst that can happen, right? Adam, what's good, bro? Good to see you, my brother. Like the video about boundaries and maintaining control with the client. Yeah. It was actually in Good to Go initially, and I took a snippet of it and I posted it as a martial law. Yeah, maintaining control. Yeah, it's about establishing control. Because I've been on the other side of that. So I learned over the years what to do. Because my personality type and just being green in business, I'll let the client run all over me, and it's not malicious intent on their part. They'll just do what you let them. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't know. They'll send you a million revision requests and demand this and that. Why? Because you didn't establish expectations, boundaries. Or you didn't make it clear up front. You didn't put it in your contract. So yeah, I learned over the years, and clients, to be honest, they like when you take control. They like when you know what you're doing and you can guide them through a clear purpose process. They like that. So that's our job as designers and service providers, is to have that on point. So when they come to us, it's a smooth process. There's no, nothing's up in the air. It's very clear on what will happen, what should happen. So yeah, bro, I appreciate you for tuning in. That's what's up. Ranch connected to the vine will always bear fruit. Doing good work. You inspire me already to get up and get it. Let's go, bro. Like, we don't know how much time we got. COVID could take us out tomorrow. Anything, to be honest. You seen Dr. Dre? My man had an aneurysm. And that can happen to any one of us. I know people who, not personally, but people have died in their 20s and 30s from aneurysms. That can happen to me. Especially all the stress I put myself under. Right? Working too hard. I don't know the specific causes of it, but we could be out of here today, bruh. So how do you want to be remembered? I was talking to my guy Carl a couple days ago. I gotta get this right. I'm sorry. And he said, look, if something happens to me today, y'all gonna remember me. Talking about his family. So he's out there creating memories. He spent a couple months in Cali. He lives in Michigan. I think he just came back yesterday. He said, y'all gonna remember me. We creating these memories every single day. And he's trying this new thing where he's getting to bed at a decent time, getting up early, right? So he can knock his work day out early. And that's something that I'm trying to do as well. So he can spend the rest of the day with his family, man. That's what it's about. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, Doc Rock is my guy. Just great, genuine dude, authentic. He's he's seasoned, so he's at a point where he's gonna be himself unapologetically, and I look up to that, and that's something that I want to be, especially in this new journey. Just 120% authentic myself, and I laugh because how I am in my Good to Go group and how I am with my clients is like two separate people. Mind you, I know my audience, and you gotta kind of tailor your messaging and how you speak and your tone to the audience. But I want to get to a point where it's like I'm just me, 100% me all the time. Not to say I'm not with my clients, but I put on the the button up all the meetings, making sure I'm trying to be articulate as articulate as possible when I'm really not, to be honest. This is more me. In the GOAT group, I'm all the way me. I'm working on my language. I am. I promise I am. But yeah, in the GOAT group, that's 120% Marshall. But yeah, great morning to everybody. It's Thursday. The week's flying by. I feel like the year's flying by. We already a weekend, y'all. We already a weekend. It's something I found is that the time is gonna pass, right? So this exercise this morning, journal, chronicling my day and my thoughts and stuff is really helping me to get stuff out and not waiting. Cause I'm definitely the what is it? Done is better than perfect. No, I'm the perfect is better than done type of guy. I am. I am. I shouldn't be, but I am. But this is helping me combat that. It really is. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I know it's maybe 1 or 2 people per day, but I really do appreciate you guys walking on this journey with me. And I'm excited about where I'll be at the end of the year, getting these reps in and also putting out phenomenal content. So yeah, Superman fell off the horse and became paraplegic. Exactly, bro. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Thinking about my guy Inky Johnson. He was headed to the NFL and had a devastating injury. He was paralyzed. His arm is still paralyzed to this day, but it pushed him into his calling as a motivational speaker. He's definitely top 5. Definitely top 5. Fire. Look up Inky Johnson if you don't know who he is. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Any one of us at any point, anything can happen. So I want to make sure I'm making the best of every single moment. And this whole thing, right? It's not even really me, It's not even me. But I have a mission. And that's what I'm focused on. So I'm getting out of my feelings and out of my comfort zone. And that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all. So hope y'all have a great day. Well, I didn't realize I was talking for 20 minutes. All right. Great morning. Let's go get it. All right, y'all. Peace. Appreciate you.